All right, this room is a complete disaster. And honestly, I don't even want to be in here, but if I don't get it picked up, I'll never use it. So today we're gonna make a dent in this room. So the first thing we need to do is set the expectation for what's gonna happen in here today, because it's not gonna be get the whole room organized. That is not realistic. I admire the people that can start at the beginning of the day and just like go until they're done. I am not one of those people. I don't think I'll ever be one of those people. My ADHD brain is looking at this going, get out and don't even try. But I really need this space to be at least usable. That's the goal. We need this space to be usable. I've been really avoiding this for months, and it's time. It's time we get this clean. So expectation wise, I've got like 5 big tasks on the list that I'm hoping I can get done today. If not, we'll get it good enough and we'll do another cleaning session another day. So first up, all this stuff behind me got moved for a plumbing fix somewhere else and can be moved out of this room back to where it was. So that's going to be step number 1. Step number 2 is over there. I have some boxes that need to just be like restacked, put the lid back on and restack them. I don't think that'll take me very long, but it's taking up a lot of space on the floor, so that's a good place to start. Number 3 is going to be to clear this table off, even if it means making another surface more cluttery. This is the working surface, and if I can get this into a space that is usable, that would, make the space usable. So this is a big item on the list because there's fabric all over it. Number 4 is to get the ironing board cleared off. I was organizing fabric on it, and it's got fabric all over it, and I need it to sew. So we will get those fabrics put away and cleared off. Step 5 is going to be to vacuum all the spaces that had things on them and no longer will have things on them. So the space behind me, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some spiders back there because there's a window right there, and that's what happens. And then over there, I will probably vacuum as well. And then honestly, instead of wiping off the the surfaces, I'll just take the vacuum to those too while I've got it out. That's pretty easy. So let's get started. Look at this. This is so much better. We had like 3 layers of stuff here, and now it's gone and I can actually use the space. So that's incredible. All right, we have got this wall cleared off. We've got things out of the room and put into a better place that is not here and is not being used or want to be used. So that's great. Oh, let me move this stool so you could see me a little bit better. But my next conundrum here is that I can't move that on my own. I got little sliders underneath it so that I can move it towards the wall. But I can't move it on my own to another room or to where I can finish the top of it because it needs to be stained. And the top of this needs to be stained as well. And the shelf on the bottom. But as far as organization goes, the corner over there just has my boxes of stuff like stacked up in it. So my stuff is in here and all of my mom's stuff that she never got to organize is in here. So I need to figure out how to organize my stuff and organize it in a way that makes sense for me to use the space because she's dead, she can't use it anymore. So I'm thinking that my boxes over there that I originally bought to go on the bottom of this shelf, I think I'm going to push these up against the wall, put those boxes on the bottom of this instead of restacking them, or at least some of them, so that they're easy to access when I want to access my own fabric. Her fabric is in the closet behind you, and there's a lot of it in there. So I think the next step here is going to be to move these against the wall, move some boxes over here, and move this into the corner because I can't move this on my own, and get that corner. Maybe put the drawers back in this if I can. They're taking up a lot of space on the end of the table. That might be part of the clearing the table process. So let's get this moved up against the wall, move this against the wall, and then I will move you so that you can see what I'm doing in the corner over there. All right, this section did not take quite as long, and now everything is kind of lined up along the walls. This doesn't go any deeper than these tabletops. The boxes over there don't block the window, which is nice because this room doesn't get a ton of sunlight, but it has a ton of can lights in it. But there are a few things that I have found that I think need to move out of here. So I'm going to do that, and then we can move on to clearing the work surface and the ironing board. So I will get moving on some other stuff. This is in great shape. I think I am going to do the drawers today. I think I'm going to move those or clear this one out and try to put them back in because they're in the walking space and it's just like it's like a junk drawer right now, except it's not its place. So it needs to be moved so I don't continue to just like throw things in there. Typically I would leave this up, but my grandfather built this for her, for my mom when she was getting her degree. And so it does this really cool thing where it goes down and you can put stuff on top of it. And since I think I'm going to cut something out or I'm going to work on patterns or quilting next, I'm going to put it down and I'm going to put this on top. And yeah, it does need to be repaired. Now we have a clean work surface that has not been seen in many a moon. And by many a moon, I mean maybe 3 to 7 years.